Are these people retarded? They clearly don't report what I say honestly in my room because I've said it a million times. When they fire an image, I say it could be the person they fire, or it could be some shitbag just firing images at my brain. It could be a 5-year-old fucking kid in China. I have no clue and I have no way to authenticate it. I have no evidence. So, other than what I see in my mind, and that just because it's they fire an image, that does not mean it's them. So, who are these idiots who don't get this? Are they retarded? And what is this retarded science? I've already explained this numerous times. It could be the person trying to piss me off and saying, fuck you, I can do whatever I want, I have no respect for you as a human being. Or it could be some shitbag trying to make people I've encountered in life look like human rights violators, civil rights violators, highly uneducated morons, rapists and repeat sex offenders, sexual abusers, sexual torturers, psychological torturers, and people with zero respect for human life. I'm not sure. They could be that, or they may not be that. When I knew them, they weren't like that. Maybe they became like that to impress rich people, or maybe they're being framed by this piece of shit motherfucker who doesn't leave me alone all day, who thinks he's a fucking scientist and knows nothing about science. It's infuriating. Doesn't even know how to do research. So I'm not sure. My theory is it's probably some shitbag firing images at my brain so they can feel important, feel like they're performing science, but they're really just some punk bitch, loser, serial killer, psychopath who's been stalking me and monitoring me for 5 years and 5 months, pretending she's a fucking scientist or he's a scientist. And they're really just these fucking retarded people who don't even know how to perform science. They don't even know experimental design. They don't even know what a confounder is. They don't even know how to design an experiment to account for confounders. They don't even know the errors of instrumentation, and they don't even know how to report their data honestly, and don't even understand the importance of reporting honest data if you're actually doing real science, especially cutting edge science. So the fact that they don't even report data honestly should tell you they're not performing science. That should just be very obvious. The fact that they don't report cutting edge science data honestly, and they're taking all this money from people to perform cutting edge science and they don't even report the data honestly, should be a red flag. Clearly, they're not performing cutting edge science or science at all, and they're robbing people and are criminals. Because if you're doing cutting edge science and raising all this money to perform cutting edge science, you better make sure you're collecting honest data. You better make sure the devices you're using to record data is recording the data honestly. You're not going to waste all this money to perform cutting edge science and recruit all this money from different investors to perform fraudulent science that has no meaning unless you're just trying to rob people and waste people's money. So the fact that they don't even collect honest data and don't even know the errors in their instrumentation that could lead to fraudulent data and lead to unreliable data essentially is evidence they're not performing science, and that should be a huge red flag. Praise Jesus. So no, they're not performing science, and no, the images you fire at me could be people that I've encountered in life, and they could be Satan, or they're not people I've encountered in life, and they're not Satan, and people are trying to frame them and make them look like Satan and a human rights violator, sexual abuser, sexual violator, piece of shit human with zero respect for human life. I don't know. I just know what they fire at me. Neither believe nor disbelieve. I just entertain, and I don't know. People I know could have became Satan to try to impress rich people and douchebags, and to feel important out of jealousy and greed, amongst other things, or they're still the good people I've encountered in my life. Not sure, no clue. But let me put it this way: no one talks to me about it. And if I ask people about weird shit I experience, they act like I'm psychotic. So they either don't know or they are involved with these piece of shit serial killer, rapist, psychopath, human rights violators who sexually abuse stuck autistic people, sexually assault them covertly, and then try to murder them or frame them to cover it up. Bet my life on it. So someone's involved with that. Praise Jesus.